In which case, 5, 4, 3.
Okay, welcome back to UKSG Winter 2021. We're coming up next is going to be our good friend Argick with a Sonic 06 run. Just to remind you that we're raising money for Crisis, which is a charity supporting homeless people. Before we hand over to Argick, I'd just like to read a couple of donations. First donation is an anonymous $10 donation, and the comment just simply says good luck Argick. Second donation is from Hood601, who donates $20. Shout outs to the Sonic speedrunning community and to all my fellows Shadow and Amy, UKSG, Focus and Argick. Donation goes to making Spyro blue. So my favourite West Country runner, Nost, can be an honorary Sonic speedrunner. And we have a $5 donation from Chubby Salts. I hope I read that correctly. Who donates $5. First time watching and donating. Best luck to the endless fount of energy, Argick. His runs air in the morning over here in the US, and his positive vibes really lift me up when I'm feeling slow. Here's to helping the homeless. Incentive goes to that spiffy snake. Alright, thank you for the donations, and without further ado, I will hand you over to Argick with Sonic 06.
Very much, mate. I didn't know we were doing Sonic 06 twice.
Oh, are we?
No, it's Sonic Mania. I'm kidding. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry, mate.
Apologies, Sonic Mania. I apologize.
It is all good, mate. I'm just pulling your leg. No, welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for all your donations, and thank you, King Dabura, for reading them out as well. You're doing a great job on hosting, my friend. This is a little bit of a different run. You've seen me run Sonic Mania before. This is a twist on it. We are running a special mod known as Amy Mania that adds Amy Rose into the game. She has her own unique abilities, and we are going to see her in action. Other than that, the game is pretty much the exact same. We're going to enjoy ourselves. It's going to be a fast and furious hour of action here. And without further ado, let's get it underway. I'm going to give you a countdown. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Amy is underway here. So Amy has her standard spin dash and the jumps as normal, but she also has her wonderful Pico hammer here that we're going to be using in a number of different ways throughout the run. The main way we're going to be using it, of course, is with the heli hammer, where she spins it around and she gets about a couple of seconds worth of gliding, which is always a lot of fun. The other method that she can use is that she can use her hammer to get a lot of height. And we're going to be using it now since we're falling down. So we get it once there. We do it again there. That allows us to get back into the hole since the momentum pushed us off the edge. We're coming into our bonus stages as always, though. We're going to jump to the left, then back to the right. Jump to the left, take it back to the right, and catch it on the corner. And boom, the emerald is complete. We're going to get all 7 of those in about 12 minutes here, because just like any other character, Amy also has the ability to go super. But yeah, check out the Amy Mania mod. It is available. If you Google Amy in Sonic Mania or Amy Mania, you should be able to find it. Shoutouts to Troop Sushi and Codename Gamma for getting this mod working and off the ground. It is absolutely amazing. Amy, of course, does run a little bit slower than the other characters in the game, but she makes up with that with her own abilities here. Again, you just see the hammer running her way through, doing the spin dashes as well. And away she goes, but just you wait until she gets super. So we're going to jump around to the right, back to the left, catch it on the corner. 12 seconds still remaining in the time. As you know, these 7 special stages will go past really, really quickly. Only one we need to worry about really is special stage number 4 and special stage number 6. She is the mod. She does look amazing. The sprite work in this game is outstanding. And Amy just fits in here quite easily. And when I say quite easily, I mean it. Watch this. We're going to come through. She's going to spin out. She's going to jump. Then she's going to hammer jump. And she runs straight up to the boss. And we got our first boss here. We need to get 3 hits on each of the bosses. So 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. And the boss is gone. Not going to hit any of the items that are hidden underneath the stage here. And Amy, of course, going to give you a little bit of a kiss. And away she goes. Blows a kiss, winks, and gives you the lovely peace sign. Good old Amy. Runs our way through here in Act 2. Act 2, of course, is a gimmick stage here. All the Act 2s in all the stages will have their own unique gimmicks. The gimmicks in this one are, of course, these lovely little zip lines. The zip lines here will allow us to go really fast at a very, well, basically go horizontal if we wanted. But with Amy already having that ability, we don't really need to use the gimmick in this stage as much. So we're going to run our way through here. We're going to use the speed shoes and the first elemental shield of the run, which of course is the fire shield. Fire shield will deflect projectiles as well as allow us to maintain the, well, there you go. There's a big jump like that. There's another reason why we love Amy's big jumps there, straight over. Going all the way through. But yeah, the fire shield there allows you to deflect projectiles and will protect you from lava. It does, however, disappear if you touch water. So goodbye, fire shield there. Jump over all the mines, make sure to cut the corner, grab the racing line, and bam! Emerald number 4 already completed. Look at that. I said 4. I'm in Emerald 3. I can do math. It's fine. Numbers have always came out again. Number 3. I'm getting ahead of myself. We get Emerald number 4 in the next stage. 4 and 5 we'll get in Chemical Plant as we run our way through. All right, running up. Here comes the boss. The boss, however, even though we've seen the boss before, does not have a hitbox in their legs. So we can just stand under. We're just going to go and hit the boss a couple of times on the butt here. When the boss gets out of the way, the boss is gone. Amy going to stand still, going to look up. She knows something's coming, but she doesn't know when she's going to get it until she does. Now, hammer jump all the way up, hits the capsule early. Once again, blows a kiss, and away we go. Next stage. Arg do numbers good because Arg can't do it. No, Arg can't do numbers. It's hard. Chemical Plant, here we go. Spin, dash, run, way all the way through. Keep the rolling going. Jump over. Get enough speed with the heli hammer here. The heli hammer will also allow us to gain a lot of horizontal speed. Based on the speed that you enter it, will, well, basically, it'll give you more speed. The more speed that you have going into it, the more speed you'll have coming out of it, which is really good. You want to make sure, though, that you don't mess it up like this. Woo! Heli hammer so fast that we actually pass the big ring instead of going in it. Emerald stage number 4. To the right. Big bounce off on the left at the 4th pillar. Jumps all the way along. Get to the hole and bam. Emerald is done. Emerald is done. Then we get special stage number 5 in about 10 seconds time from now because it's very, very close. Keep an eye on the in-game timer and watch what time we get there at. The Amy sprite is so cute. Wait until you see when she's on the plane. Runs our way through. We're going to run down 21 seconds on the stage here. Will we get to the emerald before 31? Let's find out. As we hammer our way through, we go down the big slide all the way up to the top and then back to the left where the hammer jump comes out and bam, 30 seconds. Special stage number 5. Once again, same as special stage number 1. Start to the right, go to the left. Keep the bounces going. Try and catch it. If you don't catch it at the corner, don't worry about it because you run your way through. This is where you have to use the backup strats, but we're all right because as long as we keep the momentum and caught it. There we go. So we went above its area of influence there, hitting the spring, but that allows us to land down straight towards it. 5 emeralds down already, only 2 more to go, then we get the super ability. We will, however, not be getting any more special stages in this stage. The reason for that is because the rest of them are off the beaten track. You can get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in the first 2 levels if you wanted to, but because you go kind of... Well, basically, you go out of your way to get them. There's no point in doing that. Whereas we have another 2 in the next stage that we can grab really easily. So we're just going to run our way through as quickly as we can. Make sure we jump over here, hammer it all the way across, hitting the wall there at the wrong angle. So the subpixel says you stop. But that's all right, because Amy's going to come here, flubber. Meet the boss. The boss has already had 3 hits. 3 hits, 3 more to go in the boss. He's covered in flubber, so we're going to damage boost our way through it right now. 1, 2, and 3. The boss is gone. Allows us to go into Act 2. The gimmick for Act 2 here is Flubber. Now, you can see the Flubber down below us. Dark blue Flubber will damage you, as you've just saw. We also have light blue Flubber, which will give us a small bounce. And then a green Flubber, which is where it gets its name from, because you guessed it, it's going to give you a big bounce. However, Amy's super high jumps mean we don't really have to use the green Flubber as much as the other characters. Knuckles can glide it. Tails can fly away from it. Amy can use the hammer jump up. As we go through into the purple DNA strand, runs our way through, flies our way over, running all the way to the next area. Going in through, down to the blue tubes. Always take the blue tubes because the red tubes take you to areas of the level that you don't want to go to. This is our first vertical base stage of the game as well. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. A lot of left and right here, and we're going to be using that just to get as high as we possibly can. We go to the right, we go up a little bit. We then go back to the left, we go up a little bit more. And we're going to do this all the way through to the end. We're trying to be a 118 cycle for the stage up the top. There's a set of moving blocks that start moving the moment the stage is loaded. Sniper, no snipey. You see the sniper shot, but the sniper misses. Good for us. Going our way through, holding the jump button to bounce off the light box to get us all the way up the top. We'll see if we can make our way through this little area. Spin dash hammer through. Gets caught by it. Not a problem. We can just run our way through and in. Up at 103 right now. We might be able to make this 118 cycle. It is just coming up. But we're going to have to see what happens. Run our way through. Jump up and round. Up we go. Wait for that to fall down. Hammer jump up. Not getting squished. Jumps over. Plenty of time. Making the 116 easy. Good job, Amy, there. She just looks up, waiting in her lovely little dress there to the boss here. Well, this is the boss for me. Special Stage 6 is the boss of the special stages, not the one that I'm really good at. The thing you got to worry about are these mines. If you hit these mines, you lose 10 seconds of time. You lose 10 seconds of time. If you hit all 3 sets of mines, you get kicked out the bonus stage. The rings are what give you your seconds. The blue spheres are what give you your speed. We do none of that. And that is 6 of 7. One more to go. One more to go. So now we're coming up to the next part of the stage. Of course, it is the boss for Chemical Plant Act 2. It is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Salt and Deuce Puyo Machine. You gotta play a game of Puyo Puyo. It's between Amy and Dr. Robotnik. Who is going to win? We will never know. But while we are doing this, if you got anything you'd like to say, now's a great time, King Dabura. Well, I focus on Puyo. Alright, so lightening myself up in the Puyo here, trying to get the good patterns that I need. I'm aiming for the Hailfire, if I can get a Hailfire. We're using yellow as the color right now to try and get everything down. It looks like we might be okay. I'm getting a little bit of... Do you know what? I'm going to take that yellow down there. We've got another red-blue. I will take that. That's nice. Yellow-purple. Do you know what? I'm not going to get greedy. We're not going to get greedy. We'll let the game take its way through there. That's going to give us a nice chunk. Is it going to be enough, though? That is the question. If I could get another blue on the top of this, that would be wonderful. Don't you dare drop that way. I think you're going to drop that. You didn't. That's fine. If I could get another blue, which you're not going to give me, there's my blue there. But it's not going to matter because the boss is almost done now. And away we go. Drop it. Thank you. Listening to the audio cue here, I can hear the part of the level that I need. And it tells me that this is about an average Puyo right now. Average Puyo for me. Not the worst, not the greatest, but you know what? I will take it. I will take it. As we come into our first unique stage of the game, welcome to Studiopolis Zone. This is the zone that was first sent off to Sega. It was the first zone whose concept was created and sent off to Sega. And basically what gave us Sonic Mania. So we're going to do a lot of little loop jumps here just to gain some speed. We're going to fall all the way down the bottom because Amy didn't jump there, but that's all right. Going to run our way through, up, through, bounce on, bounce to, and straight over. Lovely, lovely. Going all the way through. Now I'm going to try and grab as many of these rings as I can because we're going to get our last Chaos Emerald in about a second. Going to jump our way through here, spin dash through, round. Another thing you might notice there, anytime Amy kills an enemy, a little love heart starts to fly up into the sky because Amy, of course, kills them with love. So going through, we got 41 rings as we come out of the section here. Going to go to special stage number 7, the final special stage that we're going to get in the run here. We're going to start by bouncing to the left, going straight over to the right. Now we're going to try and keep momentum all the way through to try and grab the emerald that's right in front of us there. And easily done. Going all the way through. And that is all 7 Chaos Emeralds now obtained. This now means Amy can be Super Amy. You grab yourself 50 rings. That will allow us to then try and, well, transform into Super Amy. Keep an eye on the transformation, by the way. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. So we come through, we're going in, hit the button, grab the rings down here, transform! Lovely love heart, magical girl transformation for Amy there. As we grab our second lightning shield in the game, or sorry, our second elemental shield in the game. It is the lightning shield. The active ability of the lightning shield is, of course, the double jump. However, we don't get to use that as Amy. And instead, we will be using the passive effect, which will allow us to gain, well, basically allow us to gain unlimited rings. All the rings will now magnetize to us. And in this all running section with Heavy Gunner, we get to have a little bit of fun with Amy's hammer here. We got 3 missiles. We got top, middle, and bottom. 1, 2, and 3. We want to get as many 1s and 2s as we can. And while we're doing that, we're just going to send Amy high into the sky because that's what she does. So down the bottom right there with a 2. Nothing wrong with that. Going to run and jump and just keep bouncing for funsies here. This is all she has to do. Away we go. And that's a 3. That's not what we want to see. That's really bad. 3s are the last missile that come on the screen. So this is an entirely RNG boss. Absolutely nothing you can do about it. As we run our way through. Up she goes, up to the top. Hey, there's a 1. That's what we're looking for. We'll get a boogie down to the soundtrack as well. Again, shoutouts to T-Lopes making this soundtrack and to the devs who worked on this game. Honestly, this is a phenomenal Sonic game and I love it. I love every second of it. And the fact that we are getting all these really cool fan game and modding communities making these amazing mods for them as well. So much fun to play. So much fun. But there we go. That was a really bad boss, that was. We didn't get any good ones there. We got really, really bad RNG, but that's all right because the boss is now gone. And we got to keep our lightning shield as we go into, well, go into Act 2. In Act 2, we're going to slow ourselves down so we don't send the sound right up to the top. Amy is once again going to blow a kiss to everybody. Mwah! As we go into Studio Obelisk Act 2, we are now inside the radio studio. The radio studio, the TV studio, I don't know, is Egg TV. Big jump at the start here, straight into the heli hammer. Allows us to run our way over. Going to go up and in, straight through and down. So going to get under the lovely Orbinaut there. Orbinaut finally being a good person. And we're just going to run our way through to the rest of the stage. In here, we've got a number of funnels coming through. We now have the ability to transform, which we'll take right down here. And we got a number of funnels that we're going to try and dodge. We don't want to do any bingo in here. No gambling today. As we run our way through and down to the rest of the stage. Going to jump your way back through, straight up, and then don't hit the spring at the top there. We don't need it. And run our way through. Going to skip this section using the increased jump height that Amy has at the moment. Immediately turn right and then go back to left. Unfortunately, we were too far to the left, so we get a spin. You can skip those funnels if you're in the right position there. We weren't quite in the right position for it, but that's all right. Skip the stage by jumping up the top. Run our way through. Down to the bottom is what we're going to do. And then second funnel, same as the first. And we're going to run our way over to the boss fight. So the boss fight has a lot of mechanics. 3 different attacks. The storm, the sun, or the wind. And we're going to get none of them because I'm going to use Amy's hammer jumps here. Just hit the boss at the very start. Going up once, twice, 3 times, and then switch to normal jumps. 5, 6, 7, 8. And it doesn't matter what the chicken's predicted on the screen because the storm doesn't matter. The boss is already gone. Once again, looking up, waiting for the capsule to come down. Hits the capsule immediately. And we are off to Flying Battery. Going all the way through.
Mind if I jump in, Argick?
Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, we got a couple of donations. We have one from Rab Jealous, Geltus, I think that's how you pronounce it, who donates $10. The comment is wishing everyone some Argick levels of energy. All right, thank you for that one. And we also have a $25 donation, very generous, thank you very much, from Gopher, with the comment, you guys rock. And we have a $10 donation from Big the Dave, who seems to have kept up the Sonic puns. What difficulty does Eggman play games at? Anything over easy.
Boo!
Yeah, that's what I thought when I read it. Yeah, very nice pun, but excellent try.
Oh, come on! Excellent try.
Excellent try at the puns, but nah. Right, well, thank you very much for the donations. As always, we're donating for Crisis, who supports people that are homeless through various means like education and supporting those in a homeless situation. And obviously we're speedrun doing this event during the COVID crisis. Usually it's a live event, but we're doing it from our home to yours, so keep the donations coming.
Indeed, thanks very much for all your donations, everyone, and of course for the terrible puns, Dave. Where does he get them all? He's got a notebook filled with them. And that was Flying Battery 1, by the way. We didn't really get to see much about it, but this is where the fun begins in Flying Battery 2. If we do this stage right, we're going to set ourselves up for a glitch with Amy, where she's going to be in super form and use her heli hammer to fly all the way over the boss arena and get towards the end of the stage. Hopefully, fingers crossed, without soft walking and skip the boss just like the other characters. We're going to get to there probably in about a minute or two's time if Arg doesn't accidentally jump off the thing that he's trying to grab a hold onto there. We're going to see if we can get the skip, and if we do, it'll be really fun. If not, well, then we're going to just have to see what happens. Ideally, we don't want any soft walks, but we may have to restart and try the stage again. Let's find out what happens when we run our way through. So we're just going to jump all the way up here, making sure we don't hit any of the things here that will result in a squish, because Amy can, of course, still be squished. So we want to go through, run our way through here. Going to do the jig jump up the top there. Gets pulled up by the lightning as well, as the lightning shield does give us an extra special effect here. You saw it in Flying Battery 1, where if you're over a ceiling with electricity, you will be magnetized to it. You will be drawn to it. So we're going to set ourselves up here. Let's see if we can get the jump off the ceiling into the heli hammer all the way around to the end of the level. We're lining up for it. Once we hit the spring, the skip begins. Here we go. Oh, it's going to lock us. Oh, we done it! There we go! We get our way through, skipping the boss over the top. The screen log not taking place allows us to skip the boss off the stage, and away to Press Garden we go. Amy casually spinning super fast all the way through to Press Garden we go. Press Garden, of course, the next unique stage in the game here. If Studiopolis was his TV studio, this is his printing press, and the run continues. Gotta love it when a glitch comes together. So Press Garden here, another vertically based stage here. Don't have to really worry about cycles too much, because Amy unfortunately cannot make the first cycle yet. I haven't been able to go fast enough with her, but she can just casually wait until the last platform is up, jump from that one, going all the way through. And we get to run our way through here. Once again, Amy going to just say, yo, I got a hammer jump straight up the top, not having to use any of the crushing mechanics at the start of the level here. And away we go. Jumps our way through, running in all the way up to the top. And we got a really important thing coming up for this stage as well. Everybody get your favorite waving emotes ready. The boss at the end of this stage will be introducing themselves with a wave, and we're all going to wave back to them. So we're going to just jump here, get the spin up to the top. Didn't quite get the height that we needed, but that's all right. Straight up and through, runs our way in, and heli hammer our way across. Going through. And then we're making our way towards the end of the stage here. Once again, like all the other characters, we will focus on going to the right rather than going to the left and doing any of the other shenanigans. Here comes the boss. Everybody, wave to the boss. Hi, boss. Unfortunately, we're still going to go beat up the boss. We're going to jump into the small gap up the top of the blocks there. Bounce on the boss's head 6 times. As the boss goes, we wave goodbye. And we say goodbye, boss. Goodbye. As we run our way through the Press Garden Act 2. Keep an eye on Amy. Amy has a little bit of swag ready for you as well. Backwards moonwalking Amy. Yeah! So moonwalking Amy running all the way through now. Press Garden Act 2. The gimmick here is ice and getting frozen, but with the fire shield available, we do not get frozen. We will, however, be losing that fire shield effect when we turn super. I like to think it's a soft lock prevention mechanic to stop you from getting soft locked by being super in an area where you would otherwise not be able to take damage. We're trying to get ourselves up to 40 rings here, because there is a 10 ring box just over here that we can hit and will allow us to transform into super. We then spin dash our way through. Now we can be frozen again, which is just as well, because we want to get frozen here. Keep an eye on Amy's eyes, by the way. Amy, you all right in there? No? Okay, that's fine. So we use the ice block to break through some of the other ice blocks, and then we're just going to jump our way all the way up the top on the tree branches that hide our springs, and head straight into Heavy Shinobi, where we're going to play who has the bigger hitbox. The answer is me, because as long as I stand under the boss will take damage, and it only needs 3 cycles of that, and the boss is gone. Single tap spin dash, jump and hold left, and you should hit the capsule every time. Away we go. As we now head into the really chill stage, back on Little Planet, we're going to the past in Stardust Speedway from Sonic CD. Here we go. So jumps our way through Stardust Speedway here, the stage where Knuckles was introduced in Sonic Mania. We get to enjoy ourselves here, taking the exact same route that Sonic does on the stage here. The little difference here is Amy gets a little bit of a speed boost with her hammer jumps. So we're just going to run our way through. Nice chill as well. So here we have the spike room that you want to be very careful not to get hit by any of the spikes on the platforms. Amy's Helihammer makes it significantly easier to navigate our way through. Gonna grab the last set of rings. We're probably gonna be 2 ring shorts we come up and through, but that's all right because we grab that, we hit that, and then I guess we're just going the bottom way. Not a problem, game. Let the game do what it wants. We're going to spin dash jump through, and as we land, we just jump, we transform. Magical girl transformation. So we should still get to the part of the stage here in about a minute. Helihammer our way over, straight over. Don't have to worry about any of the holes below us there. Going to get to that checkpoint, probably around the minute mark here. 58-second checkpoint, I'll take that. And giant light boss incoming. Don't have to do anything with the boss here. Look at her just looking. She's like, oh. But yeah, really simple bosses here. See the love hearts there in full effect. Kill an enemy, giant love heart comes out. And away we go. And that is Act 1. We're now heading into Act 2. Act 2, of course, is into the future, where we're going to have another skip coming up for the boss fight. But first, we got the part of the stage that is going to play itself. So Stardust Speedway, the start stage here, we want to take the top route all the way through. Amy's hammer, of course, allows us to make sure we get up that section. Hopefully, we don't get caught by the booster here. Nah, booster sent us the right way. That's always grand. Onto the rocket to grab ourselves some rings. Trying to get 50 rings because, as you know, the super form is the most powerful form of the game. Runs our way through here. And then we get to the part of the game where we jump and the stage is going to play itself. We about turn and then I put the controller down for a couple of minutes. Look, folks, no hands. How you doing? Better pick it back up now, though, because there's a hole coming very, very soon that we want to jump in Helihammer over. Jump down Helihammer over, straight through. 83 rings coming into the boss fight. 84 even. There we go. So now we're coming into the boss fight. We're coming into the Metal Sonic boss fight. And what we're going to do, phase 1 is a chase sequence. Phase 2 is Silver Sonic from the 8-bit games. And phase 3 is Metal Sonic Kai. We're going to skip phase 2. Now, the way this game works is you normally don't get to zip or glitch around in objects. 9 times out of 10, if you're stuck in an object, the game is going to squish you and send you back to the last checkpoint. However, we can line ourselves up the top here with Amy's shoes. That might be too low. We'll find out. We spin dash, we jump, we let go of left, we jump in the wall, we jump up to the wall now. Clip into the wall. That skips the Silver Sonic fight. It is the only instance of clipping that we can do in the run. You can only go up. There is no left. There is no right. You can only do it the first time. And this allows us to skip this stage and one other small part of Lava Reef 2 later on. But the developers of this game understood the way the zips and clips work, and they made it so that in Mania, in the retro engine, the only way you can go is up. And 9 times out of 10, it will result in you hitting a special invisible Eggman block that will kill you, just to prevent you from soft walking. So, in a Hydro City now, here we go. Hydro City is a really cool stage with Amy because you know how Amy has these super high jumps? Yeah, Amy gets literal super high jumps in this stage. Amy, with her super form in water, the water physics are amazing in this stage. So what we want to do is we want to charge a spin dash hammer, straight over, straight down, going all the way through, land in the middle right. Amy does not need to hang glide on any of these little grappling areas. Hits the hook to open up the shortcut as we run our way through. Now. Yeah! So we're going to jump to our left here. The reason we jump to our left is if you're facing left when you go on the brown platform there, for some reason, the game allows you to phase through the ground there. And we now just got our final elemental shield in the run. It is, of course, the bubble shield. The active effect of the bubble shield is the bubble bounce. The passive effect will deflect projectiles and, of course, prevent you from drowning. So now Super Amy cannot drown. We're going to wait here for the cycles running our way through. Big jump up once, big jump up twice, making sure you don't get crushed by the blocks. Run our way through. There is not a leaderboard for this game. However, there's not a leaderboard for this character. Amy is a mod, therefore there are no leaderboards for her. However, don't worry about leaderboards and don't let that stop you from running games and categories that you want to run. You know, doesn't matter that there's not a leaderboard. I had a lot of fun with this character. I know there's another amount of runners out there as well. I believe Iona Rose, Chef Saber, they run the game as well. And we have a lot of fun just running and routing. I believe Rafflemere does it as well. So we're going to go in, go around. Here's the super jumps that we go through. Runs our way through, going up and then so high that we got to wait for the world to just get in position for us. And away we go through. But no way to play this on console, and there's no leaderboards for it for now. But there we go. And as always, into the boss fight now. Please do not leave your Eggmobiles unattended, or random hedgehogs, foxes, flying squirrels, armadillos, or echidnas may try and commandeer it. And, well, now Eggman's in a bit of trouble. Reverse Sonic 3 boss fight. You may have seen it in Hudz's Sonic 3 AIR run. We now get to do the opposite thing. We're the one piloting the Eggmobile now, Eggman. As we go through. Quick boss there. Quick 4 hits. Runs our way through. Up we go. And in Act 2, we'll see if we can do the skip coming up here. Let's see if we can do the skip coming up here. Amy can use her hammer for the next bit. We'll see if we get the skip or if we're going to have to end up doing the restart on the level here. I'm actually going to just slow it down. Yeah, there we go. So you get the big hammer jump to skip straight up into the first cycle here. It means you don't have to wait on these platform cycles and you don't fall down to the bottom route. If you accidentally fall down to the bottom route in this stage, restart the stage. The bottom route is not worth doing. It is significantly slower than any other route in the game there. Didn't get the bounce there, but that's all right because Amy's hammer jump will allow us to get up and through. Going up and then run our way through with the hammer out. Of course, when Amy runs full speed, the hammer comes out to play. And we're going to grab ourselves 53 rings between now and the first checkpoint. So we're going to grab our rings up the top, and when we get up to the top to the first checkpoint, we will get 53 rings. Allows us to transform in a super, and this is where we're going to cut out a lot of the stage. So we're going to run and wait here. I'm going to do a spin dash jump into that fly all the way across. This skips out the rest of the stage that was down below us and allows us just to run straight through. Normally, you're meant to do a figure of 8 there. You're meant to go from the top left down to the bottom right, up to the top right, down to the bottom left. We do none of that. We're about to do the same thing again. This time, we're going to do it by jumping at a specific point of these blue ramps. Because these blue ramps are not solid if you get to a certain height and have a certain speed. You just casually jump through it. Away you go. Runs our way through, all the way up to the top. And then we wait to the boss as we run our way through. And then we get a really cool feature with this boss. Now, the way this boss is meant to work, you're supposed to hit the mines back to the boss to hit the boss with the mines. Because we are super, we also get to become a mine. So here's the game teaching you what you need to do. Here come the mines. You want to hit the mines into the boss. They will drop you bubbles. We have bubble shields, so we don't need to worry about air. But we can also use these spikes and these platforms to use us to hit the boss because we are invincible. And we got to go through. There we go. Phase 1 of the boss is done. Didn't get the perfect RNG we needed there, but that is all right. As we come into Act 2, which is the washing machine. But Amy's got a washing machine of her own, and she just spins around here, hits the boss in the butt, and we finish the stage just like that. Wait for the capsule to come down, hits the capsule off screen. And then away we go to our next stage, Mirage Saloon Act 1. And we'll see who can pin, oh no, on the knucklehead here. As Amy's gonna run away, somehow going from here to a plane. No idea how that works. Mirage Saloon on the plane, Sonic's piloting, Knuckles is there. Oh no. Goodbye, Knuckles, we hardly knew you. Hello, Evan Magician, how you doing? And with this being an auto-scroller, I'm gonna pass it over to our wonderful host here. If you have anything you'd like to say, any donations you'd like to read, now is a perfect time for it.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, we do have a couple of donations. We have one from Margin Moogle, who donates $5. And the puns keep coming.
Oh, no.
What's Eggman's favorite brand of Christmas drink?
I don't know. What is this? It's eggnog, isn't it?
Sonic the Eggnog.
Ah.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But lovely donation. Thank you for that one, Margie Moogle. And we have a $50 donation from Ray Meerkat. And with the comment that says, hype. So everybody get your hypes in chats. Thank you very much for those donations. I'll just see if we've got any more. Oh, we do have a couple of more. If
go for it, mate. Go for it.
All right, we have one. We have a $20 donation from Skittles Dad. Loving the Sonic run. It is indeed hammer time. Donating for Pink Spyro in her honor.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And we have a $10 donation from Jaden the Bug. Today is a great day for Sonic Block. I had to donate for Argick's run. He's the one who got me interested in Sonic speedruns. As someone who is homeless as a child, I'm glad that I'm glad that I can donate to help someone else out. Donation goes to Blue Spyro. Away we go. And another $10 donation from Big the Dave.
Oh no.
Why did they put the shrinking machine from? Why didn't they put the shrinking mechanic from Metallica Magnus in the rest of this game? Well, if they did, it'd be a little less Amy. A little Amy. I didn't quite get that. I don't know if you understood that one.
No.
No, I didn't quite get one. But thank you for that one. And we've just had another one from Pi LY. I don't quite understand that one. Who donated $30? Loving Arg's energy. So thank you for those donations.
Yeah, very much. If you can keep them coming in. We have just got into Mirage Saloon Act 2 now. So our auto-scroller has finished and we are about to navigate our way through the stage here. Going to do what we normally do, which of course is grab 50 rings, transform immediately, and run our way through the rest of the stage. Stage here, great stage, really tells you one thing, and that is to stay hydrated. Here it's here. There's the war. Make sure you stay hydrated when you play the video games, folks. As we go all our way through. And yeah, Dave, I knew your pun. I knew it. I'm not giving you the acknowledgement, though. Just letting you know, mate. As we're going to go through. And we're going to end. There's the infinite spin coming through right now. Amy with her infinite spin on the hammer. She'll keep spinning until she hits the ground. As we're going to go through. And down into the Heavy Magician fight here. Where Heavy Magician is going to transform into an illusion of a number of beloved Sonic characters that get to come back as an Easter egg here. So that's fine. We're going to deliberately wait and only hit the boss once. We're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. And the reason for that is because that means the boss will only transform 3 times rather than going through the entire cycle here. So we get it again. Switch to the other side. Wait for the boss to come back. Try and keep the boss as close to the middle as you can. Because as long as the boss is moving a small amount, you will be able to do it quicker. And there we go. That is the boss done. Goodbye. We will see you later. We will see you later. Jumps our way through. Jump, spin dash goes in. And away we go. We're now going to head over to Oil Ocean. Where's the Oil Ocean? It's way over in the distance there. You can't see it. But I promise you, we get there in style. We launch ourselves from the gun that you saw earlier on. So Oil Ocean, here we come. So we're going to try and jump our way through here. Gets a little bit too much of a bounce on that one, which is fine. Can I get the big jump up here? We can. Straight down and in. Very nice. Runs down to the bottom. The fire shield now sets the oil on fire, but that's the last time we're going to see it right now in this stage, where we are going to grab the fire shield, the special stage ring, use Super Amy to navigate our way all the way up through the top route here and try and get the little shortcuts that we're looking for. So we'll see where our platforms are at. They're already there. We're going to take the bottom route now. We're going to go all the way through. Big jump up here. Going all the way through. This is where Amy gets a little bit... Oh... Unfortunately, we bonked the wall, so we're not getting Amy's shortcut. She's getting sent all the way up the top, which is what we don't want to see there. As we run our way through, we'll fall all the way down the bottom. But that's all right, Amy. That's all right, because we can get you up this side. Normally, Amy doesn't go that way, but she can hammer jump her way through. So, going to be a 55, 56 boss fight here. Not the greatest, but not the worst ever. As we have Bob the Builder. Poor Bob the Builder. Doesn't matter which character you play as. Nobody gets the chance to attack Bob the Builder. Or rather, should I say, he doesn't get a chance to attack us. Bye, Bob. Bye, Bob. But there we go. Amy now has an outfit change. As long as the gimmick for Act 2 is on screen here, as long as the smog is on screen, Amy's palette changes color ever so slightly. So we're going to see if we can get a big jump at the start here. We didn't even get the fall down, so not even a chance on that one. Runs her way through, her listening all the way to the background in that pretty pink dress that she's wearing. Runs her way through. The joys of color palette limitations and palette swaps. It's really interesting seeing how some of the mods in that handle changing different colors and that in the game as well. Remembering that we are actually supposed to be mighty right now. Amy overwrites the ability to play as mighty in the game. So if you catch it at a certain time, you may actually see Amy accidentally do a hammer drop, which is quite funny to see when you pull it off. Usually when she's untransforming or detransforming from Super Amy. I just wanna eat chili dogs. Raise some cash for charity, no. I just wanna eat chili dogs. Gonna donate after my run too. Why don't you donate too? And you heard it there. I will donate after the run as well. We got that Spyro incentive. And I wonder if we can keep the pink dragon coming out here. So here's our boss. Don't have to worry about the boss at all. Boss is going to disappear. We're just going to stand. Just going to sit and wait for the boss to do his attacks. And then we'll get the remaining hits on the boss once it's done. But yeah. How are you all doing, folks? Hope you're all having a good run here. Good time, good run, good fun. Amy's lovely idle animation there. She just rocking back and forward. I love the idle animation. It's so good. Going through, going in. And straight up to the end of the level. Now, that is it. It's away we go. And yeah, so now we're going to head into my favorite level of the game. We're going into Lava Reef, or as we love to call it, Lava Beef. Why? Because Sonic runners are always hungry, so we're always thinking about food when we're playing it. So we're going to come all the way through here. Amy underway. Can we get a big jump with Amy? Let's find out. We run, we jump. We actually didn't get over there at all, so that's fine. Let's not get burnt as we climb the stairs here. Want to keep a hold of these 3 rings, because these 3 rings will allow us to grab ourselves the 50 rings that are remaining towards the top of the stage here. The only time we go off the beaten track for rings, and that's just because there are so many of them, that we can run, jump, and fly our way to grab them, transform, and away we go. So this stage itself is very, very, it's very fun to play. I love it. However, there's no really anything fancy. It's more platforming that we've been doing all the way through. So, King, if you've got anything you would like to say, now is a great time for you, buddy.
Yes, got no donations, but I'd just like to obviously remind everybody that we're doing a speedrunning event from our home to yours through UKSG, and like to thank ESA for allowing us to hold this marathon during the COVID crisis. Again, we're raising money for Crisis, who helps people out in homeless situations. And keep your donations coming in. Every donation will go towards the charity, so every bit of money counts.
Indeed it does. Thank you very much for all your donations so far, everybody. But yeah, Lava Reef here, fairly simplistic stage in terms of level design. It's a lot of back and forward, it's a lot of left and right, but there's no real tricks or anything to it right now. It's just a case of get through it as quickly as you can, beat the cycles with Amy's jump, and then finally make your way down to the boss, which has super armor. Can't hit the boss until the boss has heated itself up twice, and then we get to have fun with it. So Amy's just gonna move over here once again, goes into our idle pose, just like, yep, this is fine. This is fine, waiting for the boss. Finally, though, we can hit the boss now that it is lost its super armor in the middle. Get our remaining hits that we need, and away we go. 2, 3, and 4. The boss is gone. And now we're going to show off a really cool strat that Old Clove showed me. We are going to turn out the lights for Lava Reef 2. And we're going to let the amazing crystal effect take center stage here. So we're not going to skip the level transition here until we're about halfway down. When the stage starts to turn off the lights, and then when the lights are all off, we press start. It forgets to turn the lights back on, and you get this amazing dark effect on the stage here. You can see that the platforms that you're supposed to be running on are now in complete darkness, but the wonderful crystal effect takes center stage here. Dark mode is so much fun. It's so cool. And I love showing it off in marathon runs here. So with Amy, we're just going to run our way through here, get the high jumps that we need to go up the top. Got to wait for the platform to go up ever so slightly so we get the height there. And this is our last attempt using the clipping ability. So we're going to wait for this platform to raise up. As it moves up, we jump, we get crushed inside it, pushes us into the wall, and allows us to jump past the platform there that is blocking our way back up to the top route. This saves about 20 seconds because you're supposed to decide, do you want the big ring and then go the bottom route, or do you want to go the top route, which is slower at the start? Well, we're greedy and we say we want both. We grab our big ring and we get to go the fast top route. as we get to run our way through the stage now, which is effectively in darkness, which is pretty cool. Of course, we can use the crystals to our advantage to know where it is we need to go. This should be probably about a 113, 114 checkpoint. Runs our way through, gets our high jumps. Big jumps all the way up the stage. Yeah, nice. Up we go. Whee! 115, 116, I'll take that. As we come into the boss fight now, the lights come back on. We see Little Planet in the background once again. We've already been there once. We will be going there again. But before that, we have Heavy, Ryder, and Jimmy. I'm standing at this side of the boss because we want the boss to get 4 hits on its movement to the left, and then 4 hits again on its movement to the right. And the boss changes direction based on how far away it is from you. Once again, hammer jump to hit the capsule early, and away we go. We're down to our final 2 levels. Final 2 levels now. We're going back to Sonic CD right now, heading into Metallic Madness. And I've got one question for you all. Is it anime? Is this anime? So we're going to run our way through here, land on the first one, hammer jump our way up the top. Once again, this is another stage where you want to make sure you do not fall down the bottom route. If you fall down the bottom route, you want to restart the stage because the bottom route is very slow, and that is not what we want to see. So we're going to grab as many of these rings as we can, making sure we don't hit any of the yellow springs that send us backwards. Running our way through, and we're going to make sure we don't fall down here. This is where we jump, and we can hammer with Amy. The hammer flight gives us the speed that we need to get over without having to worry about falling down. Big spring up and over, in and round. 33 rings to the bottom, making sure we dodge our pistons here. You can see some of the level in the background there. We are going to be going over there once. The gimmick in that stage is that you're supposed to be able to move between the foreground and the background at certain points of the stages. But being in the background is actually really slow, so we don't want to do it. This is anime. No, this is Amy. This is Amy. All right, I see. So here you can see we are in the background here. Once again, just going to hammer flip our way through because Amy has the jump height to skip that entire puzzle section. As we come in to EOD boss from Sonic 1. There are 5 pistons. He's going to poke 2 of them and he'll be in one of them. Hit the one that he's in. Do that 4 times. You will then go into the desperation phase. In the desperation phase, you will then have to count to 4. Yep, that's right. Once again, Arg's going to have to learn to count. Not going to be fun for us, but we'll see what happens. Which pillar are you coming out? Once again, at the end one there. One more hit on this one, and then we will be seeing if Arg can count to 4. Every 4th piston will have an Eggman inside. So here we go. In the desperation phase here. So 1, 2, 3, and he'll be in the 4th one there. And then repeat the process 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then one more time as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then finally the boss will die. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Good boss fight. Good boss fight. Single tap spin dash to the end. Make sure you slow down before you hit the sign, because if you fly past the sign at super high speed, it'll spin up, do a little spin, and that'll cost you a couple of seconds, which we don't want to waste. Yep, totally different boss. Totally different boss. Into Metallic Madness Act 2. Now we're going to run our way through. Once again, top route here. And we're going to see the cutest version of Amy. If you thought Amy was cute in this one, we're going to see an even cuter version of Amy with a gimmick in this stage. Straight out of Sonic CD, we have the Shrink Ray. And we now got Chibi Amy as well. Little Chibi Amy running through the insides of the machine here. All the way through. And we will be transforming in a super, which does unfortunately mean we will not be hearing the saxophone. You will instead be hearing the supersonic music here. As we get to run our way through. Spin dash. Hopefully we get the spin dash into the double jump here. Double jump straight through into the hammer spin all the way through at the end there. Allows us to just run and jump all the way, meeting the cycles. We got one big cycle we're waiting for at the end here. It's 58 seconds to try and fall through the platforms. Other way, we'll have to wait for the 104. We want to try and save those 6 seconds if we can. Big run, big jump, big fly all the way through. Allows us to get over, hits the spring, jumps through the Shrink Ray, down to the platform at the 58. As the timer spins, and away we go down to the boss. Handling it nicely. And in we go. So now we have everybody's favorite gumball machine. Got to kill all the bosses from the gumball machine. There is a new enemy in the gumball machine, because obviously we can't have Amy dolls if we're playing as Amy. So you get a very relatively unknown character. I did not know who this character was when I first played this mod. And I've completely forgotten what her name is right now as well. But once the boss is gone, Amy going to wait for the boss to come in. We wait and see where the boss is. We do a high jump. Boss went to the other side. Feels bad. But we get ourselves an Eggman. I guess you could say we win the booby prize. So now we run, we jump, we go to the final 2 stages of the game. There we go. It's Honey the cat. I know. Imagine not knowing Honey. Imagine not knowing Honey. Totally forgot her name there. But there we go. Into the final stage now. Titanic Monarch Act 1 and 2. These are the big stages that puts everything that you have done together. Big hammer jump. Hits the ceiling. Instead, we have to go and take the orb from the gravity. Runs our way through. Gets the hammer jump. Going to wait here for the lightning to go through. Because I don't want to get zapped. I want to keep my rings for Super Amy. Amy, once again, doesn't wait on any platforms. She heads her way through. Straight towards the end. Goes through. And then up we go. Unfortunately, her hammer jump not high enough to allow her to take the Tails or Knuckles shortcut. So all the way through. Down we go. Up and in. Doing, 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 doing. All the way over. Amy, not happy about being a crash test dummy here. I don't think any of the characters are happy about that. And now I will keep the super transformation as a backup for the gravity orb room we're about to come up to. So we're going straight up. Wait, land into the orbs. Use the orbs to get up the top as quickly as you can. Up, up, and there we go. We got grab at the last one. Transform at the top. Run our way through and see if we're going to get wonky camera. So coming up, wonky camera starting there, but will we get wonky camera from now to the end? Let's find out. We jump up. Wonky camera begins. Will we get it to the end of the stage here? Yes, we do. We're now going to play effectively blindfolded for a little bit as we run all the way through up, and then let's hope that we don't get hit by the spikes. I'm going to wait, and then we hammer our way over, making sure we don't get squished, because any object that is not on screen does not have a hitbox. But if you are stuck under spikes, when they come back on screen, you will get squished, and we don't want to get squished at all. Seen enough of them at the moment. So we're going to run our way through now, coming towards the end of the stage, thankfully. We got one last shout out as well from a very old boss fight that we already saw earlier today as well. If Red Eye is the left eye, Crimson Eye is the right eye. As we climb up to the very top of the Titanic Monarch and we head inside the master of gravity, the master of the elevator, Crimson Eye. Ready and waiting. Here we go. So into phase 2, we want to hit the boss 8 times, getting the heavy gravity there that prevents us from jumping as high. But as a super form, Amy, that does not matter. As we enter our final stage of the game, time does come up on the final hit of Eggman in this one. And yeah, but first we've got a full stage to do. We've got 5 rooms. We've got this one major room at the start, and then 4 different pathways that we're going to take through. So we're going to grab as many rings and then grab the final standard shield in the run. We will be replacing that with our last lightning shield very, very soon. We're going to jump our way up, going all the way down, straight through to the bottom left room here. Bottom left room, of course, contains the lightning shield at the bottom of it. We don't want to get caught by those gravity orbs. Skip the entire section there because the way we need to go is actually directly below us. Jump all the way up and through. Let's see if we can get Amy to do the big old jump that she normally does here, or if she's going to fail it. There we go. Good old Amy. Hammer jump. So I need to grab every ring there, which we did. Always good. Grabs our rings here. Big bounces up and in. Going to jump away for this section because the piston is already down. Going to transform in the room with the lightning shield. Straight through, up, up, up. To this side, hammer to keep away from the orbs, and into the lightning shield. So now, Amy plus lightning shield plus super Amy means every single ring now belongs to us. The rings are going to start chasing us. We're going to run our way through the remaining 3 rooms, very in difficulty with these pistons, because these pistons really suck. Because if you are in the middle of the pistons or at the either side of the wall, they will crush you, and being crushed is bad. No one crushed here. Runs our way through. Going to land on the side of the cog there, using the orbs to launch ourselves through. Going to skip the set of spikes here by jumping up, getting under that cycle there. Very nice. Runs our way through, runs our way down, making sure we stay in front of my own time here. The question is, I've got no idea if this is going to PB. It feels like it's been a good run, but has it been good enough that I can set a new PB? Let's find out. So we've got 2 more rooms to do before the boss fight here. This next room is a very vertically based room. We want to go down the pistons here and then all the way up the top of the gravity orbs. Let's see if the gravity orbs are going to be nice to us. We're going to wait here. Going to land on the spikes because we're invincible anyway. Bounces up. We got the gravity orbs. First 3 are easy. It is the remaining set that are a bit of a pain in the butt. We jump up. We get up here. Second one. And the third one was not in position to get straight up there, but that's all right. Last room. Amy still with a little bit of swag. She's going to run up on the wall because she can. Upside down. Amy running on the wall. She can do it too. Big jump up all the way through. Hammer jump to the top. 1, 2. Runs our way through. Going to run, jump over the spring that's going to send us up the top because it doesn't give us enough height. Jump off before we get trolled there. Let's see if we get the big jumps here. Big jump up, runs our way through. Final hammer jump at the run. Oh, and it knocks me back down. Never mind, that's fine. Can run our way through. We just stop, about turn. Don't have to do the secret tunnel. As we come into the final boss fight of the run. All you need to know about this boss fight is it takes 4 hits to get rid of any of the tentacles there. The boss is invincible as long as he has a shield. I'm invincible as long as I have a shield. It makes a nice boing noise. How many boings are we going to get? Give me a number between 50 and 70, folks. We are on 18 bounces right now. We'll then get our 4 hits on the boss here. All right, 28, and we're going to get another 4 hits on the boss. We are at 32 as we get pulled into our one and only heavy room. We're going back to heavy gunner here. Heavy gunner's going to fire a lot of missiles. We want to jump in the air so those missiles do not come down. And we want to try and take out the missiles as quickly as we can so we can get back to the boss. We are at 43 bounces right now. Final set of bounces. We got 57 bounces, and that's time on the run. I totally forgot to tell you that's time. 57 bounces, time on the run. That is Sonic Mania with the Amy Mania mod in place. Amy does not do Egg Reverie. She does not need to go and do the Amy Mania run. There we go. And the best thing about this as well is we get to see the ending cutscene. And the ending cutscene has even been modified to include Amy in it as well. There we go. GG's on the run, folks. Oh, that was good. What time did we get there? I actually know what...
Well, on my end, it was a 53:30 on my end, but obviously... it might have been a bit less because obviously you forgot to say that it was the end of the run, but on my end it was a 53:30.
That is a brand new PB for me. It was 53:28 as I was having my splits running there. We got ourselves a new PB in a marathon run. 53:28. Booyah! GG. There GG. We go.
Absolutely well done. That was a great run. If it's okay, I'd just like to read 2 quick donations.
Do what you gotta do, mate.
We have one from Ashikun who donates $30 and donating because Argick is such a joy. Is this anime? I hope so. And we also have a $5 donation from Lady Goggles with no comment.
Thank you very much for your donations there, folks. One last thing before I run off. I hope you've all enjoyed the run. I hope you've all enjoyed having Amy here. Do download it yourself. It is free. You can find it online. Type in Amy mod for Sonic Mania, and you'll be able to come and play this. Give a big shout out to Troop Sushi and Codename Gamma for making this mod. It is so fun to play. And of course, if you've enjoyed the run, do come and watch me over on my own Twitch channel, where we are learning many different kinds of Sonic speedruns, and we do a little bit of indie gaming in that as well. But for now, it is time to let the marathon continue. So, King, if you've got anything else you'd like to say, I will see you all next time.
All right, thank you very much for that, Argick. That was a great run. So the next run, I'm not sure what the next run is at this moment. I'm not too sure without having looked at the schedule. Let me just find out.
sneaky showing of Iron Brew as well. My precious.
Alright, we are going to be doing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island any % Warpless by Crispy Speedruns. So that will be coming up in the next couple of minutes. Again, I'd like to remind everybody we are donating for a homeless charity called Crisis, who help people get off the streets by various means like education and just helping out, making sure that everybody is staying safe, especially in these trying times.